Hello, Rod. This is Isaac Yamamoto. I'm here to explain my program of the Java Mint Coins GUI. Right here I have my package, and then here's my built-in classes right here. Our public class, which is my custom class, and right here is the field member variables. I will then, at this point, first run the method, my main method, and instantiate the GUI. And this line of code right here is where the GUI will show up. The class listener implements action listener, handles events such as the button clicks, and right here my public void action perform methods to handle the event and defines the behavior of the buttons. So I have my initialization member variables right here, quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies. And I have right here, with your help from yesterday, my try catch. I have, let's see, the integer money, value of change strings into integer variables, and valid inputs is captured, and the counting and current, where the counting occurs. And here's where my logic, my algorithm of my while loop is right here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so here's the count quarters, and it subtracts 25, the unit of 25 from the total money. This does the same for the 10. The nickels, and for pennies, I'm noting right here that I'm not doing what I did for quarters, dimes, and pennies, because pennies, the single unit, they just output the pennies as the remainder at this point. So this section is where the money units are counted and presented, and then here's my catch. The enter coins. Let's see. Excuse me. This is where I highlight where there's an invalid output and the change you can interact with on the GUI. And the constructor is where all the initialization of the objects take place, set up of the GUI. And my set title minimum coins within the quotation string matches the file name. And then this section right here is my attempt to resize the GUI, but I had a creative way of changing it, and which we talked about yesterday. I simply added 5 spaces after the colon to allow for the GUI to look exactly like the GUI that you have in your example that we had to strive for. So here are my J buttons. Buttons are where this is where my buttons are created, and here's the panel. Now I notice I have 6, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2, and I don't really need the 2, comma 2 right here, but I set this as a layout of the GUI. And this was part of my attempt to make it larger, but really ultimately the spacing is what determined or made it most effective in what I wanted it to do. These panels right here is where the panels are added to the GUI. The panels of the quarter panel, the dime, nickels, and pennies, the button panels, and then the panel is set to the content frame. And here the count button, add action listener. We add events into the pattern, and then when we press enter, this yesterday it wasn't, the enter function didn't work when I hit enter on the keyboard, but it does now thanks to this change.add action listener. And then the public void clears the event to a blank output, blanks out all the text in the GUI. So let me run this for you right now. And it is running as we speak. Here is my, trying to move this. I paused the video for just a moment because the GUI appeared right up in the corner, and so I brought it down. Let me put in some values, and as you can see, it works beautifully. I'm going to put in an invalid value, and we'll see what it does. The invalid, as you notice, is highlighted, or it has a text, and then when I hit the calculate or the clear, everything clears. So I pressed enter as I put in the numbers. This time I'll press calculate, and the calculate, as the button suggests, calculates dispensing or allocating the quarters count here, dimes count here, nickels here, and so on and so forth. Thank you. I know I'm a little long, but enjoy this GUI. Thank you. Bye-bye.